Hello, hello. I'm coming. I'm coming. How are y'all doing? It's time. It's time. It's time. It is time. All right. So tonight we are expecting Roman and Brock. We're expecting Baszler and Flair. We are expecting a whole lot of WrestleMania buildup. If you did not hear, Seth Rollins had a meeting with Vince McMahon today. Vince McMahon told him he would have a match at Mania. It will be on night 2, but he will not know who his opponent is until that person is introduced at Mania. So, there you have it. We got Brock Lesnar coming out now. Gotcha! Gotcha! Hello, gotcha! Gotcha! So, yep, it's Mike. So, it should be a good night. I know we say that a lot and we walk away disappointed, but I am anticipating it being a pretty good night. Uh huh. Wrestling Forever, what's up, CB Uggleby? Thank you. I am feeling good. I'm feeling good. Ganja. Special guest from SmackDown, Michael Cole is at the announcer's table. Brock Lesnar. Seth freaking Rollins. It is. It's Go Home Mania. It better be good. That's what I said, Wrestling Forever. They named SmackDown freaking Go Home to Mania too, so that better be good too. Uh huh. I guess like all their shows this week are called Road to Mania. So we got NXT tomorrow. We got AEW on Wednesday. Impact on Thursday. The Hall of Fame, SmackDown, AEW, all on Friday. The Hall of Fame is going to be immediately after SmackDown on Peacock. Ring of Honor Supercard is also on Friday. It's a very busy, busy week. Saturday, we got Stand and Deliver for NXT, Saturday early afternoon. WrestleMania Night 1, Saturday night. And then WrestleMania Night 2 on Sunday. Better be good. Cat Jerk, what's up? Woohoo! Woohoo, Thomas. Peacock. Peacock, Thomas. Peacock. You're gonna do a little raid, a little one, a little one, a little raid, little raid, little raid. So they're doing a replay of Friday night when Roman once again ran away. You acknowledge me. You acknowledge me, bubbies. I'm not sticking around tonight, but I hope you have a great stream. Got some stuff to do. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. Say hi, Captain. Say hi, Crystal. Hi, Captain. Oh, sorry. Randall, it is on USA. Brock Lesnar's in the ring right now. It's on USA, Randall. Brock Lesnar's in the ring. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, wrestling. And Captain, I don't know if I was muted when I said it, but thank you for stopping by. Hello, Mark. Oh, he don't suck at handing out country ass kickings, people. Brock Lesnar. This. Oh, he's going to give away his game plan for WrestleMania. It's a spoiler. They're going to take a trip down memory lane. Mr. J, what's up? Down the streets of Suplex City. Then he's going to introduce Roman to those beasts of Broadway. They're going to hit the carnival. They're going to go for a ride on the F5. Nobody survives the ride on the F5. Steve will be there too, he said to the crowd, saying, what? He's an ass kicker like me too. But he didn't kick my ass, he said. After the carnival ride, they're gonna be wedding crashes together. Brock's title is gonna marry Roman's title. And they're gonna have a baby. The unified title. And he gets full custody. Oh, that was a nice story. He's in a great mood. It is always on. It is cool. No more running, Roman. He's going to stand above Roman with 2 titles. He's going to raise him to the sky. And they will chant, ladies and gentlemen, your new reigning, defending universe, world, Brock Lesnar. Hi, Bubbies. Tell him. Uh-huh. So Roman's title and Brock's title gonna get married and have a baby. Yep. They got a star-studded WrestleMania Raw on the way. Roman Reigns. Tonight, tag team titles on the line. Sunday. We're going to have an 8-woman tag match with all the teams from the Fatal 4-Way. If only Finkel was alive. It's trademark and new champion. That's right, Wrestle Forever. Yep. So, yeah, everybody seems to be enjoying the WCCW videos. I'm going to keep trying to do them. I got one scheduled to come out tomorrow. There's one scheduled for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tomorrow I'll probably work on more for the weekend. I am thinking about doing a Triple H video just because he retired from in-ring action. I don't believe he retired from the company, people. I believe it's just in-ring action. I believe once he's cleared, he will go back to his administrative duties. Well, they're not inducting him, Mr. J. He's getting the Warrior Award. He's not going into the Hall of Fame. Shad Gaspard's not. I haven't heard about the Steiners. I did not hear anything about the Steiners. I did hear Shad Gaspard is going to be getting the Warrior Award. Great work on it. Thank you. I had a lot of fun working on them, Wrestling Forever. I did have a lot of fun. It did bring back great memories. I mean, they may have changed the Shad Gaspard thing. I know on Friday they said that he would be getting the Warrior Award. I mean, I know they get a plaque in the Hall of Fame, but we're also supposed to see The Miz and Rey Mysterio. I don't think it's in a match. I believe Rey Mysterio is just supposed to get revenge on The Miz. If you have not watched the new show on Peacock, WWE Evil, it covers some of the heels. Thanks, Mr. J. Right? Wrestle Forever? I thought it was interesting. I mean, I knew King Kong Bundy had... Mark, thank you. I knew King Kong Bundy had hair once upon a time. What I thought was more interesting is, and a few people even commented on it, I had no idea Kevin Von Erich at one point in time wore wrestling boots. I thought he always wrestled barefoot. And in the first video I did, I think the first and second one, he actually wears wrestling boots in 2 of those matches. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah, seeing Andre back in that would have been close to his prime. I mean, I know I saw it originally, but I was young, so yeah. It was good to see him move around like he used to instead of back in the later years, when he was having an obvious hard time moving around as he became older. Joseph Grohl. You never wondered? Joseph Grohl. Hi, Chili. He never would have perfected the street look. Tilly Ruff Ruff. Yeah, you heard Tilly coming in. She scared me last night, Joe. I took a nap and I got up and she had gotten up off her bed. So I go in the living room and she like was looking like she was having a stroke. Like her leg was like stiff and she couldn't move it. She couldn't stand. Like she couldn't hold herself up. She scared the crap out of me. Ah. Yeah, we're gonna have a little party for Tilly coming up soon. Yeah. And so I think what it is yesterday she's getting so old. I shouldn't laugh, but yesterday when she went to get out of the bed, she had herself so wrapped up in my blankets that she fell out of the bed, wrapped up like a burrito. I found her on the floor by the bed, all wrapped up, and she couldn't move. She just was laying there. Yeah, it's scary. Like she just I had no idea. So I don't know if like she just pulled a muscle when she fell out of the bed. I mean, it could just be that her leg was bothering her because she is 17 and but yep. No, Kane. And she is getting older. And she definitely we do notice her having a harder time getting around like all together. I mean, she has good days, but Joseph. So we got the Miz in the ring right now. Now that we've done an update on the Bibbers. He's talking about Rey Mysterio's outfit for Mania. The mask he took from him. Did you go look at your bowl? Daddy put stuff in your bowl, Tilly. Yeah, Daddy put stuff in your bowl. He did. He did. I can't wait to get out of this dump. Uh huh, Joseph. Kane, you're fine. It was just that night. Every single person, as soon as they come in, they were like, Doris, where's Jimmy? Like, I don't know. Fucking Logan Paul has Rey Mysterio's mask on. Carmella and Zelina have a better chance of keeping the tag belts than Miz and Logan Paul have of beating Mysterios. Uh huh. Oh, yeah. You're off tomorrow and broke as a joke, Joe? I'm sorry. Go look at your bowl, Bubbas. Daddy put stuff in your bowl. Go ahead, go look at your bowl. Uh huh, Kane. You got boogers in your eyes. Boogers. When you don't get respect you are earned, you take it. I tell you, take it. These two faces. If the title belts don't change hands at WrestleMania, I'm going to be mad. Here comes Rey Mysterio. Which titles, Joe? The tag team titles? The women's? Um, two was supposed to have Raw and SmackDown tag team title holders go against each other tonight. Me too, Joseph. I'm looking for another job. 30 hours isn't enough. After bills, I have nothing. Now with gas and groceries and everything being more, I'm screwed. Tell him I work tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, Dominic got thrown out. Yeah, Kane. Hidden. Hello, how are you, cute face? Cute face. Dominic just got thrown out of ringside. Yeah, Kate, I wouldn't be if I didn't have two incomes. There would be like with Jimmy's disability. I would never, even with that, like with the disability included in my income. It's like that's one of the reasons I can't wait to go back to work. Because at least when I work, I can work as many hours as I want because they're so short-handed. Yeah, yeah. So we got Miz and Mysterio. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's what drives you crazy about Jimmy's too, is the once a month thing. I can't do that. That sucks, Kane. That's when it really sucks. Like when I was at the school, I absolutely loved it, but um like the money just wasn't, especially where it was in the middle of COVID, so we never knew how many hours we were going to work a week. It is rough. Yeah. And like you said, especially when you like the job, it's hard enough to find something you like doing. Never mind freaking being happy with everything else. Right? Exactly, Kane. And it is very sad. Very, very sad. Liberty Mutual. Thomas, it's Liberty Mutual. Liberty Mutual. Liberty. Liberty. John Deere. John Deere. But yeah. Yep, you can never have both, Kane. Can't have a job you like, can't make enough money, it seems like. Oh, look at the big stretches, Thomas. Big stretches. Big stretches. Customized hair care routine. Uh huh. So, what did everybody do today? It was cold as fuck here today. It was. It was. We had dusting of snow on the ground. It didn't last, thank God, because the sun came out, but it was cold as shit. Blue moon. And she's back. And she's back. Uh-huh. We got Miz trying to take Mysterio's mask off again. He's got the black devil's mask on. Rey. Joseph, did you see Jimmy fresh out of high school wrestling? Can you, silly, goofy dog? Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a good feud for him to retire from. Ray got his mask back. Well, Kane, smoke another bone. Maybe you'll be able to read lips better. Oh, now they're picking on the Miz. Logan's not doing nothing to help the Miz. Lucha Logan. Frog splash. And now Ray's going to do a frog splash. And he does the shake. He does the shake. Shake, rattle, and roll, Tilly. Shake, rattle, and roll. Uh-huh. What? Because I got this legal THC Bubba Kush, and I can't get high. I'm smoking like a motherfucker. Ganja said it's oregano. CBD don't do shit. I understand being a hill. I have a feeling Logan might turn on Miz Mania. Waiting on you, Doris. I'm 3 minutes ahead. Oh boy, CB. I think he's right. Yeah. That show Evil I was talking about, the one they do on The Miz, is actually very interesting. He goes into like how he created the Miz character. And how like he differentiates Mike Mizanin from the Miz. And even freaking Maurice, when they asked Maurice, if you were a wrestling fan and you didn't know Mike, would you like the Miz? And she was like, absolutely not. I would hate him. It was kind of funny. But that just goes for a good heel, you know, when they can. And he even said it. He was like, I absolutely love. He's like, some people have it and like it. He was like, I absolutely love being a heel. He was like, because I like being able to be different than my real life persona. Exactly, wrestling forever. Like, I know Roddy Piper, a lot of people hated Roddy Piper, but he was different than the man. Like, the man was very, I know his wife used to say that he didn't really like being a face, but at the same time, um, he hated having to be mean to kids and things like that. Or like then you have people like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who at one point in time wanted to turn face and was told no because the fans would never accept. I mean, who wanted to turn heel, and he was told no because the fans would never accept Ricky the Dragon Steamboat as being heel. Thank you, gentlemen, thank you. But yeah, so like, and people do say that in a lot of ways, it's harder to be a face than it is a heel, because of being a heel, you can say whatever you want, and like it just get notched up to being a heel. Like they talked about the first episode on Evil was on Hulk Hogan and how he went from being like America's icon, and then when he went to WCW, when he became Hollywood Hogan, like they were saying that like Turner Broadcasting were getting net phone calls and emails and things like that, yelling at them because they turned Hulk Hogan into a heel, and he ended up being really good at it. It was, and if in that episode he talked, Eric Bischoff talked about at first, Hogan said no, yo yo yo, Lizzie. But yeah, Eric Bischoff said at first Hogan said no, that he wouldn't turn heel, and when Kevin Nash and Scott Hall first invaded, when they were setting up Starcade for the 3 man, they still hadn't picked Hogan yet because Hogan refused. So they had no idea who the third guy was going to be. And originally, I guess, when Hogan said no, Bischoff was going to go to Sting and have Sting turn heel. And then as like it all started to build up, that's when Hogan called Bischoff. Exactly. And that's what Hogan said. Hogan said that's why he left to do movies. But when he was in WWE, because he could see like the pops were less, fans got less behind him. Um, so he was like, that's when I took the break to do the movies. But he was expecting Hollywood to be like, he was expecting Hollywood to like eat him up, and he was expecting never to go back to wrestling because he thought he would be a huge star. And then all his movies kind of, after the first one, after Rocky and No Holds Barred, after that it was just all made for TV movies. So he didn't make a hit in Hollywood like he thought he would. WrestleMania needs Seth freaking Rollins. This is bullshit. And it's funny because like they also spoke to Kevin Nash in that one about Hogan. And like you can see just from what they say, there was a lot of jealousy towards Hogan with WCW because Hogan worked in the creative control into his contract, and no other wrestler there at that time had that. So he was able to do what he wanted when he wanted. And um, Kevin Nash said, like, for instance, Hogan would show up at like 8:15 for an 8 o'clock start time and then refuse to do whatever the other people in NWO came up with. Exactly. Exactly, Wrestling Forever. Elizabeth, I sent you a link. But yeah, and Kevin Nash referred to Hogan as the golden one. He was like, the golden one would show up. Oh, better now you showed up. Or the little kitty. The creative control was the reason for the fear. Exactly. Wrestling Forever. Exactly. Yeah. And that's what they said and that's when it started that Bischoff got relieved of his duties because it got so other wrestlers started working in creative control into their contracts and Bischoff was letting them. And then it was like out of control in the network's eyes. And that's when they relieved Bischoff and brought in freaking Vince Russo. That's why John Cena is stuck now because he actually thought of turning heel, but Vince said it wouldn't. Right. And that's who said it to Ricky Steamboat, too, Mr. J, is Vince McMahon. He's the one that told Ricky Steamboat no, that he couldn't turn heel. Get your feet off my table. They're showing the video. There is a video of the Seth Rollins Vince McMahon meeting, but they're showing that on Raw now. Right? There were a few times where I thought Cena was going to turn heel. And I know, like Mr. J said, um, he, I believe he wanted to go back to the Thugonomics. And Vince McMahon said no. And I'm assuming it's because of all the backlash they got with Hogan. And because, like, with the kids, John Cena is pretty much the same way, or was the same way as Hogan was back when we were kids. Like they said that when Hogan became Hollywood Hogan, like kids were like burning their dolls. And why didn't you just ask me if you wanted to be in WrestleMania? Why did you jump through all those hoops? Because it's 2 nights. Ha ha ha. Of course not. You'd have to have your own main event, he said. Seth freaking Rollins is going to WrestleMania. Seth said, "Is this a trick?" Who's my opponent? Good, Cult of Justice. How are you? How you doing? We're waiting for Raw to pick up a little bit. So far, we've just had the Rey Mysterio Miz match. Good evening, Maniac. Very nice, Cult. I'm glad you're good. So Seth Rollins is going to Mania. His opponent's going to be one of Mr. McMahon's choosing. Gary! Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that, love. How are your headaches? Have you heard anything from the insurance yet? Oh, he jumped on Mr. McMahon's desk. I was doing research earlier, just listening to the meeting. I didn't see him jump on Vince McMahon's desk. What? Love and prayers to the Scandal family. For real, I'm gonna watch it. I recorded it. Nice. I've been sick for a week and I'm just starting to get my energy back. I'm sorry, Gary. I was wondering where you been. At this point, Seth Rollins is so confused he doesn't know whether he's heel or face. The gimmick he has now doesn't work. Joe Bully! Did they say Seth match was on night 1 or 2? Just night 2, Joe Shipley. Opponent unknown at this point. Okay, Elizabeth. It's going to be opponent of Mr. McMahon's choosing that we will all find out about. Oh, thank you, Colt. I appreciate that, love. Opponent of Mr. McMahon's choosing, and we'll find out who that is when they're announced. Gary Joe. Ah. Ah. I wonder if they're going to change it. Domino's is going to tip you for delivering your own pizza. Huh, that's odd because New York Post says it's night 2, but like I said, maybe it's up in the air right now, depending on how long matches go on night 1. But we'll have to see. Josh Blue. It's fast. Just getting myself back to normal. Yeah. How did you get your weight with low newbies? Oh my god. I was saying that earlier, Gary. It was freezing. Door us. What's poppin'? Joey! So I got up today, Gary, and there was a dusting of snow on the ground. The wind was howling all night long. It never got above 20 degrees today. It was freaking so cold out all night and all day. Joey, what's up? How are you? WrestleMania! But yeah. Thankfully, the sun was out today. I mean, it was still cold and raw, but I think it's supposed to be like, it's not supposed to get above 40 till like Friday. That wind snow squalls today. We got 4 emergency alerts about the squalls. Oh, Jesus, scary. Under the giant trophy. So we got a 2-on-1 handicap match. Viking Raiders versus Omos. In the box. In the box. Thomas goes in the box. It's WrestleMania week, baby. Nora. Nora. I don't know, Nora. It's been on for 49 minutes, and I can't say I'm overly impressed so far, Nora. For their seriously, they just had Omos with a 2-on-1 fucking handicap match by count out. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh shit, Gary. Right, the beginning, and now it's just like, bleh. Budding Queen, hello, I am. I hope you're having a good day, night. I still can't believe Omos just won a 2-on-1 handicap match by count out. That's just ridiculous. The Andre the Giant Battle Royal, I believe, is supposed to be on Friday night. Omos is a goat. He's a goat, all right. Not the goat. He's a goat. I did, Gary. I heard all about it. I didn't see it. I just saw like memes, and I ended up taking a nap last night. I woke up at like 3 in the morning. So it was all viral by the time right? And he did issue an apology today. Will Smith did, and said that he was wrong, and he stepped out of bounds. I got to see my crush Ashante get her star in Hollywood. My other number one childhood Stratus will get her star one day on the Walk of Fame, and Randy Orton will be rolled again. Right, Injustice? Who, Gary? Never heard of it. It's all over YouTube already, right? It is. A friend told me about it, saw the video myself. I mean, like when I first heard about it, I was like, I can understand why Smith got mad, but like he said today in his apology that he should have never handled it the way he handled it, and that he definitely stepped over bounds. And that's what I thought at first, Nora. Now I'm not so sure. But at first I thought, because even like when they were telling about it last night, they were like, some people are saying that it was a setup, that it was planned. Right, budding. And that's how I feel. Like, you shouldn't publicly make jokes about, especially if it's like a medical thing. Like, if it's something they can, like, it's different if, like, it's something they can control. Creepy Rob, how are you? Randy Orton will break Ric Flair and John Cena's record and become world champion. My boy RKO will be on top. So Bobby Lashley's in the ring with Omos, and Omos is. So I'm assuming this is going to be a Mania thing because Omos is like ruling Lashley's. Oh, he actually brought Omos down. Yeah, he was like a man on a mission to defend his wife. I think so too, Budding. I think they both should apologize. I think both men were out of line, like you said. Hey, Lady C, the comment or joke or whatever he wants to call it should have never been made. And it was when I first heard about it, I was trying to remember if the two of them had any heat before, like in the past. But oh, he was wrestling forever. I didn't realize that he laughed at it at first. Oh, okay, so they did. Okay. I mean, because I like originally when I heard about it, I thought it had to have been more than just like I thought like if it was just the comment that he probably would have addressed it a different way. So is Michael Cole here tonight on Raw? I don't. They just said special guest. And they really haven't shown the announcers table since. He was. They did say special guest announcer Michael Cole. So he is on Raw, but I don't know if it's just when SmackDown stars come out or if it's for the whole show. Sarah J should have come with a for a tanning salon. What? 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 We'll probably get chewed out at home if he didn't speak up. You missed the guest host. Oh, he's not hosting Cult. He's just a ring announcer. He's just a commentator, a guest commentator. No, it's not Thomas. It's Tilly. It's Tilly. She keeps coming over, looking at me. Michael Cole, Cult of Justice. from what some folks are saying, that Chris Rock didn't know about Jada hair loss issues, and it stuck a nerve with the whole G.I. Jane 2 joke. Ah. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't make assumptions. Like, I mean, because although I know, I don't know, it's a lot of. Okay, Nora. Like I said, nevertheless, I think both are wrong and both should issue an apology. We did the water park yesterday. We're doing Snickers. But you see, so it seems should have found it. Right, Wrestle Forever. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and I've always felt like that. Like, I've always felt like never make assumptions by someone's looks because you don't know if it's something they can control, if they have other things going on, and it's just being a bully. Oh, it's Reggie and Dana Brooke. Reg, you can talk to me about anything. I heard it was medical, Lady C. I heard she had a medical issue, and that's why she lost her hair. We don't have to wait till this weekend to have our WrestleMania moment. Shield. Oh, Reggie's giving Dana a diamond. Oh, and she said yes. Oh, and here comes Tamina. Two. And Reggie saves the title. Tozawa's all dressed up. Tozawa gonna propose too. It's the most honest into the words. Check them out sometimes. Oh, he's gonna propose to Tamina. Oh, Jesus. Aww. Oh, it's too small. You're right, Lady C. Oh, yeah. Oh, our truth. Right, Wrestling Forever. Oh, here comes Rollins. Roman Reigns. Hope it's sooner than later, Gary. Get yourself back to being you. Pig's good. Jay, what's up? How are you? Right, Lady C, but it's always been that way. It's always been famous people, and it is wrong, it is, but it's always been the fact that they cannot have a personal life or a private life without everyone in the world knowing about it. It's always been that way. It's not just the hair, it's not just medical issues or stress or personal, like whatever, like no matter what they do, it's everyone sees it. It's not right, but it's been like that since the day of time. I hate being sick. It's nothing new for me. Now let's all acknowledge Roman Reigns. I am good, Pigskin. Thank you. He's in all red. Why is he in all red? Oh, they're all in all red. The twins are in red too. Twins, I'll watch this. Yeah. The main event. Championship unification. Give him the mic, Heyman. The cult. Yep. Oh, thank you, cults. Pittsburgh. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it was all a setup. If you think about it, the past 4 years, nothing has been able to happen at any award, like no award ceremony has gone on without some kind of controversy the past 3 or 4 years. So it's almost like they're trying to outdo each other now. That wouldn't surprise me either if it was all just a setup. Yeah, I can't remember what year it was, Gary. SmackDown. It's all true. Right, Cult? I know a lot. Like when I got up last night and they told me about it, they said that a lot of people were arguing whether it was real or fake. Right. And that's what I mean. Like the past couple of years, there's always been some big controversy and they've talked about freaking canceling it because of it, and they've boycotted certain artists, and like it your tribal chief was doing everything. Ooh, he said that pisses him off. Ooh, the crowd's chanting Suplex City. Suplex City. Right? Cult. Suplex City. He said, let's talk about Brock. Yeah, I want to talk about Brock. Let's talk about Brock. Shit, dog. I'm well. How are you? He said a couple weeks ago he was out for blood. It was personal. He's already spilled my blood, he said. What? What? I'm still here. I did not go anywhere. Ooh, he said his children did not even recognize you. I am, Shandog, I am. I was sore this past weekend, but because of chemo, but I'm good now. Chile, what are you doing? What? What you want? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Did the Undertaker and Lesnar have a common hatred for each other, or is it just that? That was just part of wrestling. A lot of people thought they like. I don't think they truly like hated each other. Um, like back in the day, I think Undertaker thought that Lesnar had an ego for being so new in the field. Um, but I remember that like when Undertaker was at the um, UFC fight that Brock fought in, when Brock walked by him, Undertaker only commented because he saw the cameras. Thanks, Wrestling Forever. And he said that he played up to the cameras because a lot of people were saying that they were going to end up having a real fight. Anomaly, I'm good. How are you? What, baby? What? Talking to my dog. Yeah. And I think that was shortly before their WrestleMania match. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think they like I think they like get along now. Um like I don't think they have any natural hatred for each other. Yep. Hello, beautiful Lisa. Right. Exactly, Wrestling Forever. Yeah. And I remember because I wasn't sure if it was real or not either. But then I saw an interview with Undertaker, and he said that he only did that because the cameras were watching him because Brock was walking through, and he wanted to play up for the cameras because he said I could at the time I could picture a storyline coming up between him, like Undertaker I think wanted to work with Brock, And he said that could lay history down for the storyline between the two of them, was that they would have this hatred. And of course, wrestling fans being who we are, we ran with it, Gary. We did. Enough. Why don't you go lay down, Tilly? It just seems like wrestling didn't pass the torch. Yeah, they haven't passed the torch to anybody, Gary. I know that a few years back, there was talk of The Undertaker passing the torch to either The Fiend or Malachi Black. Come on, get out of there, Tilly. Come on. Come on. Hey, come. Come. Let's go. Oh. Go. Come on. Go. Like I don't feel like, I mean, they have like Randy Orton as like a locker room leader, but as far as like a Undertaker like persona, like someone to look up to, like Hogan, Undertaker, The Rock, I don't like. Right? Wrestling Forever. Like, I don't see any one particular person carrying the company. It was. It was always a big part, Gary. Like when Andre passed the torch to Hogan, Hogan passed the torch to The Rock. Right, Wrestling Forever. And I agree with you. He is a locker room leader, Colt. He is. But, like, you don't. Like, I mean, like, I know he and like Roman are like locker room leaders, but you don't see them putting them in the light like they used to back in the day, like The Rock, Hogan. No, they have the draft in October, Shandog. I think the passing of the torch ended due to shorter shelf of. It's a possibility, Wrestling Forever. Nice. Right? That's a sad part, Colt. Is it's like we're not even halfway through the life of the draft and we're already getting sick of who's on what. Yeah, Wrestling Forever. Yeah, I think between injuries and more wrestlers being, like you said, Wrestling Forever, quicker to move on to other things like movies, music albums, things like that. So they're going part time a lot faster than they used to. Ridge. Um, I think I know Bob Backlund when he was face was loved. He was like a very Hogan-esque character when he was a good guy. Um, and he was very much for like love of the US, love of God, like exactly like Hogan a lot. And then when he turned bad, um, that was one of the reasons why he over exaggerated it so much. And why to this day he'll still live in that character. Um, because they didn't think it was going to go over as well as it did. Yeah, rest of yep. Backlund was in transition from right, like he was one of the ones godfathered through because he worked for Vince Senior. So Michael Cole is still at the announcers table. And part of me thinks that one of the reasons they let Backlund do it up there it is. Steiner is inducted into the 2022 Hall of Fame. Uh, uh-huh. Right? That would be cool. If they maybe he'll be on SmackDown Wrestling Forever. Maybe. I don't see why they don't bring him out every now and then and put him on commentary. It would be fun to see Jerry and Michael work together again. How unfair the scenario is. Shut up, Adam. Friggin'. Oh, no, I was doing okay. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler were a great pair. They were very Bobby Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon-esque. They worked well together. Well, and I know that he does a lot of backstage stuff, and he does like the kickoff shows and things. And I know that they did just recently re-sign him to a new contract. Nice. Oh, I used to love Heathen and Monsoon, Gary. I would love to, because I absolutely adore Gorilla Monsoon. And I would love to see him go at Bobby Heenan. Nice cult for justice. I got my live stream set up for tomorrow night. I saw that, Nora. I saw that. I think Lawler is the new Pat Patterson. Bobby the Brain, he was. I know. It was sad when he passed away. Especially like how he looked so like I saw a picture of him that was taken right before he passed away. He did not look like Bobby Heenan at all. Yep, wrestling forever. And it could be he could have replaced who's he what's it there? JR. Yeah, he did it. And I remember I saw him. I don't remember if it was on a live wrestling show or if it was a documentary I watched where they interviewed him. Like he had part of his I think his jaw removed and part of his vocal cords. So like he didn't even sound like Heenan. Jim Ross is over in AEW. So he still does it. He just had to follow out with Vince. Right? Me too, Gary. Yeah, cult. That yeah, he stood up to Vince McMahon. Yeah, he was. He was still a jokester. Get Tilly. Get out of there. Come on. Out. But yeah. Bobby Heenan would always he was like Jimmy Hart. Would always take a beating if he had to. For the ratings. Just to be that bad manager. Like when he walked around with the neck collar on for like a year. You know, Otis. Sheesh. I hope Doc's out of it. I know. I think it's supposed to come back on in September. I think that's when I saw the new season was going to start. I wish they had more than one season. But it is supposed to come back. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. The puke says, you're welcome, Carmella and Sasha Banks are in the ring. Carmella has that stupid mask on. I wonder who thinks Bailey's going to return at Mania. I watched it when it first came out in Total Divas. I missed that show, but I can't relive watching it on TV. Yeah. I loved watching Dark Side of the Ring. I used to watch Total Divas, but now Naomi's the only one on the apron. Natalya, Zelina, and Vega, and pulled everybody else off the apron. They just stopped Sasha from making a tag. Naomi goes down. Coming up with new AEW. Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure there's, but like if you think about it, there's a lot of back stage stuff that like there's rumors about, but we never covered it. Speaking of, on the WCCW videos, probably by Saturday, there's going to be some Bruiser Brody matches. Those are coming up. Speaking of Dark Side of the Ring. Zelina and freaking Baszler fighting over who's going to get the pin. And Baszler just freaking punched the shit out of Carmella. Gary, be right back. Oh, here comes Naomi in the ring with Zelina. She tags in Liv. Liv tags in Rhea Ripley. Riptard! I think they should do What About the Click? Yeah, I know they covered. Was that covered? I know it wasn't the Click, but the Behind the Curtain or something like that. I don't believe Chris Benoit killed his wife and youngest son, Daniel. I believe someone murdered them. It's just like I don't believe Marilyn Monroe killed herself. She was killed by the Secret Service. Yeah, cult. I'm on the line about that too. I don't believe he would do it. A lot of people said they didn't believe he would ever do that. By the way of like he talked about his family. He loved his son, and I don't believe that if he did truly do it, I don't believe like he was himself. I believe his brain was so screwed up at that point that another idea is Alundra Blaze Medusa. Exactly, cult. Yep. Why, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Just waiting and waiting and waiting and more waiting for Sean to get it to the dock.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's what I believed, cult. I believed it had something to do with Kevin Sullivan. Because she was with Kevin Sullivan before she went with Chris Benoit. And then ended up falling in love with Chris Benoit because of a storyline. Almost like Stephanie McMahon and Triple H.
Ooh.
Chris Benoit. You remember Chris Benoit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I do remember some of them.
For those that don't know, this is my evil redheaded stepdaughter, niece.
Hi. I can't see chat.
She used to watch wrestling with me all the time when she was younger. She still does every now and then. She remembers them.
Yeah, a good portion of them I remember at least.
Well, Yeah, Jet Wash. It always has had a big tie to the mob. Yep.
Oh, Jet Wash, my
Jet
buddy.
Wash.
Duncan.
Donkey.
Fucking, like, so annoying. I can't.
Duncan. That picture of him and the kitten are so cute.
Oh my god, it was a fucking riot watching the two of them at first, because she's not scared of the dogs, like, at all. Like, she just does her own thing. She just comes and goes. But freaking, when I introduced Duncan to her, which is one of those pictures, he like sniffing her, whatever, doing his thing, and then after he kind of like got used to like her scent, he like started like not like pouncing at her, but like in a sense kind of pouncing towards her like to play, and then he'd like try and like juke her out,
Yeah.
and she's just like looking at him like, dude, you're fucking retarded. It was really funny watching them. And Odie just follows her around
Oh,
everywhere.
that's how Tilly was when we first got Thomas.
Yeah, they're cute. Yeah, I'm like shitting bricks over here waiting for Sean to come home.
When's he
Odie.
supposed to come home?
So he said to me yesterday, like 12:01, like in the morning, and then he just got service, or he could have had service, he just didn't know. But I just got the text probably like 10 minutes ago. So generally, when they first get service, it's usually about like 4 hours. But you really never know.
Yeah,
He could say, "Hey, we'll be at the dock in an hour."
right. Or if the weather's bad, they may have to wait to come into dock.
Yeah, that's what happened. What I think a little over a month ago, month and a half
Yeah, I
ago.
think I remember you telling me that they were waiting for the storm to settle.
Yeah, and he ended up being stuck out on the boat that time. Oh, fucking night. I felt
Uh,
bad. That sucked. Duncan. Duncan. This
Can,
dog. He keeps trying. He's looking for crumbs. Like, you're not gonna find
that's what
any.
Tilly does that all the time.
Well, he's looking in my couch. But I have a couch, like, I have couch covers, and I just took them off. Like, you're not gonna find anything. There's nothing, like, nothing collects underneath like the cushions because the fucking couch cover. So he's still going at it. Like, what are you? You're fucking. This dog is retarded. Like, I swear to God, he's just stupid on it. Duncan,
Yeah,
damn.
the other thing that I always found it odd, the way they explained it, was the text messages that were sent out from Chris's phone when, like, originally they said that he killed himself Saturday. And then when they realized that other people came forward and said, but wait, I got text messages from him Sunday, then they changed the story and said, oh, that he must have killed his son Saturday and then killed himself Sunday. Like, why would you sit in a house with your dead wife and your dead son for a whole entire weekend?
Right? That doesn't make any sense.
Right. And it did, like, just the way that, like, they kept changing the timeline just didn't. And then there was the whole on Friday, the Wikipedia page for woman was updated to give a day of death when her body hadn't even been found yet. Like, no one had any idea she was dead.
What the hell?
Yeah. And they said that they tracked down, it was a teenager that did it. They said, according to the IP address the cops tracked, and he said that it was a mistake, that he had heard from some website that she was in the hospital from food poisoning or something, and it didn't look good. But like it just that
That
there's a
just sounds like
lot
a crock of shit. All
right.
in
There's a
itself.
lot of like information they gave out that just asked more questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that right by itself, fucking that
Right.
just sounds like a total crock of shit.
But yeah, it was like late Friday because they said that she was killed sometime Friday. By Friday, middle of the night is when the Wikipedia page was updated. But they weren't found until Monday
What the
because
fuck?
he didn't show up. Chris Benoit didn't show up to the pay per view on Sunday. That's when WWE called the Georgia police and had the Georgia police do a wellness check because he wasn't answering his phone. And he was supposed to win the title at that pay per view.
Oh shit.
And he didn't show up.
Damn.
And like then other superstars were saying that like throughout the weekend they were getting weird cryptic text messages. Like he texted Chavo Guerrero
Yeah.
apparently and said all he said was the dogs are in the backyard.
What the fuck?
And it was like 3 a.m. Sunday morning. And
What the
Chavo
fuck?
said when he tried calling Chris, he didn't answer to find out what he meant by. And Chavo was like, I just assumed he sent it to the wrong person.
Yeah, which is normal.
He was like, but I never understood. He said, then once they did the wellness check,
The dogs are in the backyard.
the dogs were in the back. And Chavo Guerrero was like, I always wondered if that was so when someone did go to check on them, they would know the dogs weren't in the house.
Probably. So like what's the whole story? Like did he commit suicide or like
So the whole story is he was there. They claim that he was very big into steroids, and because
okay.
of the flying headbutt move he used to do, he
Yep.
had CTE.
Okay.
And they said he mixed alcohol and drugs Friday, that both
Okay.
him and his wife were drinking. He apparently strangled his wife Friday,
All right.
went to sleep, waited till Saturday, sedated and suffocated his 7-year-old son, went to sleep again, and then Sunday hung himself in his weight room. All throughout each part of that, sending out messages, and there were Bible entries near, there were open Bibles near all their bodies at like certain passages. And his family wanted his brain researched, and they said that his brain looked like that of an 80-year-old Alzheimer's patient
Holy shit.
because of all the concussions and drugs. And
That
but
makes sense, but
right, there were a
it
lot of
doesn't make
rumors that this dude Kevin Sullivan, who's another wrestler, was
yeah.
involved in it way back when, back in WCW. Chris Benoit's wife that he killed was Kevin Sullivan's wife.
Yep.
And they entered into a storyline together where she started working with Chris Benoit in
Yep.
the storyline. And then they ended up having an affair. And she left Kevin Sullivan in the storyline for Chris Benoit. And they
Yep.
had this huge feud that lasted like 2 years. Well, that really happened. No one knew that a lot of the fights they had were real fights until later. that like
Okay.
really she had really left him in real life
Yeah.
and started banging Chris Benoit.
Damn. Have one fucked up love triangle.
Right. So a lot of people said that Kevin Sullivan had a lot, and now he's like, he's back then he used to be a sadist, and I think
Yeah.
now he's a wizard or something. He's like a warlock or something. Like he doesn't believe in like he believes in a god,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
um
It's not the
but I
holy
believe
fucking Jesus
right,
motherfucker
I
up there.
believe he's still it's like one of those religions that's kind of like part Satanism, part religion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Okay.
know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yep.
So that's why, like, a lot of people said that was why the Bibles were there, was because Kevin Sullivan had something to do with it.
You never know.
Right.
That's
And
the
it
dark
was
website.
that rumor was so big. Kevin Sullivan actually did an interview answering those rumors. That's how
Oh shit.
widespread those rumors were. He actually
Holy
felt the
shit.
need to say
Defend
that
himself.
he
That's fucking crazy.
jet wash Roman Catholic. No, jet wash, not Roman Catholic.
Fucking jet wash. Jesus Christ.
Right? Exactly, Wrestling Forever. There are a lot of wrestlers that like just went completely off the rail for their character. Brian Pillman's like the greatest freaking example of that.
I feel like there's definitely a bunch of them out there.
Yeah. Well, and like with Brian Pillman, he just and another one that I was actually just talking about that does that is it's not insanity, but The Miz. Like I watched a show on The Miz,
Yeah.
and he was explaining like the difference between The Miz's character and Mike McZannon, and
Okay.
he said that he came up with The Miz on in the real world because everybody hated him that was on the show.
Oh.
But then when he became this egotistical person that was nothing like his real self, everybody loved him. He was like, so, and then I named that person The Miz. And that's what I use as my wrestling character. Because he can do and say things that Mike McZannon wouldn't say.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense.
I know witches are tied to Roman Catholics. Uh, yeah, I heard she was going to divorce him, and guy from Public Enemy died who was friends with Chris Glunt.
Oh, wrestling forever. That would be awesome.
I hope so, Wrestling Forever. But yeah, it is crazy. Like when you, like with the Undertaker, like he never really until just recently, the last few years, he never strayed from his gimmick.
Yeah.
Like when he started as the Undertaker, he was like, it was common for people to see me dressed in. He's like, I wouldn't speak in public. I wouldn't if I was out in public, I wouldn't say a word.
Oh shit.
And I was dressed in black. Like he was like, I wore all black for years and would never talk when I was out in public because the Undertaker didn't speak. The Undertaker didn't speak for like the first 3 years. He was a character. That's why he had um, Paul Bearer.
Yeah.
Paul Bearer was speaking.
That's crazy. Like I wouldn't think that people take on their roles like that so serious.
But I always say that's why the Undertaker was so great and lasted. Like one character's never lasted that long. You know what I mean? He's lasted 34, 35 years. Just that one character.
That's crazy. It's really been that freaking long. Jesus.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Insane. Well, yeah, if you think about it. When I was a kid, he was around. I'm getting old as shit.
Like when he had his last wrestling match, Mania 3 years ago. It was the one before. It was the one when COVID first hit. So 2020. That was his 30-year anniversary.
Holy shit.
Well, no, that SummerSlam was his 30-year anniversary because he debuted Survivor Series. He debuted at Survivor Series.
So it's literally his character's been around for just about as long as I've been living.
Yep.
That's crazy. It's fucking insane.
Yeah. 2020 was his 30-year anniversary.
That's fucking insane.
Oh my God, Sergeant! Have you ever heard the story of when Sergeant Slaughter turned heel? They had to put his wife and kids in a safe house.
What?
Because back then, wrestling fans like took it seriously, and he turned in his character. He turned on the U.S. and went with freaking the Iron Sheik, and that was the worst thing you could do is go with the. Everybody hated the Iron Sheik.
What the fuck?
But yeah, him and his wife were. They did a Dark Side of the Ring on it. He said that he remembered when he first turned, Vince McMahon calling him in his office and saying to him, I think you need to call your wife and tell her there's a car on her way to pick them up. They need to leave the house because WWE were getting like death threats against Sergeant Slaughter and his family. Fans were saying they were going to burn their house down. They were going to kill them all. And back then, like there were at live events, wrestlers would actually be stabbed. There was one guy that got shot walking down the aisle, got shot because he got so bad that a guy pulled out a gun and shot him. He didn't die, but he got rushed.
Holy shit. People are fucking nuts.
Back then, fans took it like serious.
Shit.
Yep.
What the fuck? Like, it's supposed to make believe, you fucking tards.
Yeah, but back then, like a lot of it was kept cryptic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like we didn't know. I mean, think about it. There was no internet.
Yeah.
So, like the only time you saw the wrestlers were at shows or. So like they would purposely not ride together. Good guys and bad guys didn't ride together like they do today because they couldn't be seen together because they were supposed to be fighting.
Yep.
And back then the feuds used to last for years. Like they would have one good feud that would go on for like 5 years.
Jesus.
They do, Nora, yeah. Fans do still stalk wrestlers, and now it's because they're freaking sick fucks. But back then it was, yeah. But yeah, like Wrestling Forever said, he became an Iraqi sympathizer, and it was during the Gulf War. Back then, Vince McMahon all the storylines were targeted around real life events.
Yep.
So during Desert Storm, he came up with the Iron Sheik. The Iron Sheik was from Iran.
Okay.
And hated America. And he teamed up with a Russian. and they would come out and bash America. He would spit on the flag. And Hulk Hogan and the Sergeant Slaughter were our American heroes.
Yep.
They were the ones that defended America from the Iraqi sympathizers.
Huh. Yeah, I remember Hulk Hogan. His crazy porn stash.
Yeah.
Or whatever you call those fucking things. I call them porn stashes.
Isn't that one the handlebar mustache? Is that the handlebar?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I couldn't think of what the fuck they're called, but I think they're all creepy and fucking weird.
Right?
Need a snack. Oh, dog, you just went out.
So we have Ricochet and Austin Theory in the ring. Fu Manchu mustache. Isn't that the one with the goatee too, Gary? You have the long mustache and then the goatee. Back in the day, wrestling was like a theater, but the wrestlers, actors didn't leave with the audience. It was still there. Yeah. Yeah, like Wrestling Forever, the WCCW videos I'm doing, they like, obviously I cut out a lot of the talk, but they were saying that they have on Peacock, they have the rise and fall of WCCW, and they were talking about the Von Erich freaking Von Erich and Freebird feud. And they were saying there were so many times, like when they turned on the Von Erichs, they actually had to call in all of the Dallas police station
Holy shit.
to get the Freebirds out of the arena because the Von Erichs were like hometown heroes. They were from Dallas.
Fuck. People are fucking crazy.
They are. Back then, I didn't. They like explained it, especially like in Texas. They were like, people lived for football and wrestling. Every Saturday, they went to their wrestling event that was like, look at the babies. Look at me, so sleeping. He's so short he sleeps.
About fucking time.
But yeah, like they were like, people looked forward to their Saturday wrestling matches and their Sunday high school football games.
I feel like that's most places, though, right?
Yeah. Anomaly, I was actually thinking about that. I was going to ask you if you started on that. I think like, if you have you watched The Dark Side of the Ring about Andre yet? Like he or the Finding Lost Treasures on Andre.
Ooh.
They actually talked to a lot of people that were close to him and used to do it. Like there's one lady that still takes care of the farm that he owned. Yeah. But yeah, they have the documentary, they have The Dark Side of the Ring, and then the Lost Treasures on Andre. And like they talk like, for instance, on the Lost Treasures, he had something like, I think she said he had 100 passports. That's how much he used to travel. Because he was when it was territories, he was like one of the sought after wrestlers because he was so well known because he was so big. He was such an anomaly. Right. Yeah. She brought them to where they spread his ashes. Yep.
Oh. Go away, ugly. Fuck off. No. He's worse than those.
And I believe in the dark side of the episode, I believe it's either that or the documentary on Andre. They talked to his daughter. Yeah. If I find anything else anomaly, I'll send it to you. Doo, doo, doo. You're welcome, love. Like, I never knew, and you may not know this either, Anomaly. When he did The Princess Bride, when he caught the actress that played the princess, he had a board against his back that he was leaning on because his back was so bad at that point in his life that they were afraid that he wasn't going to be able to hold himself up when he caught her. So they had him braced against a board.
So can I tell you something that's totally off subject?
What?
So I'm texting with Sean. I guess Jake's a freshman, got a letter from Lincoln University already about coming to see their facilities for
Nice.
football. Yeah, I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome. You have to come see Jake at some point when he
Yeah.
plays football. He's fucking awesome. Totally off subject, but I had to tell you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Wrestling Forever. That's what I like too. In that documentary, they talked to him a lot. Like Tim White, the referee, ended up being Andre the Giant's. He called him his handler. He's the one that scheduled all of his travel and he went everywhere with Andre. Like he became his personal like assistant kind of because he couldn't travel like the other wrestlers. He couldn't. It was very uncomfortable for him to fly on a plane or in a car. That is cool. Gary said, "Red, that's cool. Congrats."
Thank you.
Yeah, he did jet wash. Yep. And I know, like, towards his end of his matches, a lot of the matches were scripted to so that way Andre wouldn't have to lift people up or bend over or because his back was so bad.
It's so shitty.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that Wrestling Forever. That was cute. The actress that played in The Princess Bride said that Andre used to wrap her up to keep her warm.
Oh.
And she said that was her favorite part of doing that movie was he would completely engulf her and just to keep her warm because it was so cold where they were filming.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Jet Wash, I heard that. A lot of people say that he loved meeting his fans, but he hated when people would bug him when he was eating. He didn't mind like if you waited till he was done and then came over.
I feel like that's just like a common courtesy thing.
Right. Like, and I've seen fans put up like bitch blogs, like Randy Orton for one. Randy Orton was in a restaurant with his family. It was his daughter's birthday. And this kid kept going to their table trying to get an autograph,
Oh shit.
even though Randy kept asking him to just wait. And then finally Randy told him he wasn't signing his fucking autograph to go away. And I was like, but that's just he's with his family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, just because they're famous doesn't mean that you have to take away from, especially where they're on the road all the time and their family don't get to see them every single day. You know what I mean? The time they do have with them is probably special.
Yeah.
Oh, you met Bobby Heenan too, Jet Wash? But girl, that's cool, Gary. Oh, I bet Polly sure is funny, Gary, Jet Wash. What?
Fucking take me out.
Well, she keeps like she'll go lay down, then she comes back, then she goes lays down, then she comes back, and she just stands there and stares at me.
She doesn't know what she wants. That's normal, right?
It is normal.
Especially for Tilly. So
It is normal. Ha! That didn't work. I remember Hogan Knows Best episode where Hogan was bugged by fans on a romantic getaway with his wife. Yeah, I mean, and that's going to be hard. I can see why they would get annoyed. I mean, but I also understand, like, being a fan, meeting that person might be. Oh, who the hell was it that. I'm trying to think who I saw an interview with. It was a wrestler, and they were asked what they thought of like Hogan and things like that compared to like when they were a wrestling fan and then they became a wrestler. And he said the most important thing I have to say is meeting your heroes isn't always what it's piped up to be.
that's true. It's very true.
No one actually met the Elder Warrior. JCT, hello. Oh, I bet, Gary. Two best drinks I ever had was what Iron Mike Shop and Brian Pillman. Oh, Becky's pulling out scissors. She gonna cut Bianca's hair?
I'd kill a bitch.
She ain't gonna cut her hair. No. KOD! I'm hoping to start on the video on Easter weekend. Been too busy because of work. I hear you, Anomaly. So relax, people. She didn't cut her hair. She didn't cut her hair. Do you really get to pee? Huh? Or you just want to sit here and lay your head on my knee? Huh? Oh, now Bianca's looking at the scissors. Wrestling Forever. Imagine if Chris Rock and Will Smith and Wrestling. She gonna pick up the scissors? She's picking up the scissors. What's she gonna do? Becky wasn't really gonna do it. Yeah, wrestle forever. I think the same thing. It's part of her character. And she got a big patch off of Becky's hair. Even that bitch out. Why do the officials need to intervene? Seriously. To make a good show, Nora. Come on. I don't know how she's still out cold because of the KODs, but it's like they wait 15 minutes until they get the okay from upper management. My eyes are starting to water. I'm getting a little headache, so I'm going to take a break. Hopefully, I'll be back, if not much. Love you, Gary. I hope you feel better, love.
Feel better? Sorry, I'm watching this. I'm watching a TV show. Is it cake? They make realistic cakes.
Well, it looks like she at least layered it nicely. At least she did a good job. I think without the hair, Bianca would end it up like Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler. Maybe. Oh, now she's mumbling to herself. I am going to end her. And the crowd's chanting, "You deserve it. You deserve it." You deserve it. Yeah, it will, Ray. It's definitely going to be a busy wrestling week. And hopefully the rest of the shows this week are better than this Raw has been. God damn it. Thank you, Wrestle Forever. Shows how much she's paying attention. She didn't even tell me, Auntie. You're flapping your lips and you're not saying a damn word.
Wait, what?
I was muted, and I don't know how long I was muted.
It wasn't long. I heard you. I heard you a few minutes ago. I'm a little distracted.
How much hair Becky Lynch cut? Not a lot, Ray. It seemed like it was just the front, like around her face.
Auntie, you're flapping your jaws and you're muted.
Not anymore, I'm not. Here comes Drew McIntyre, Elizabeth.
I really need to get cable.
You do really need to get cable. Lisa. Hello.
Hi, Lisa. Sorry, I have carrot cake in my mouth.
She's eating carrot cake again, Lisa. When I woke up from my nap last night, I went in Jimmy's stream, and that's what she was doing, eating freaking. Oh no, she fell asleep after I got up. And when
Yeah.
she woke up, she was eating carrot cake.
Yep. And then I shut my camera off, and I was listening, and I ended up falling asleep again.
No,
I was
I
tired.
kind of figured when you shut it off, it didn't come back on.
Well, I wasn't. I wanted to lay down, but I was like, I don't want to lay down and be like rude, either.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll shut my camera off, and I'll answer. Yeah, no, that obviously didn't happen. I ended up falling asleep.
Lightning in the brownie pieces. But Ray, we discussed this earlier. You have no idea why Jada Pinkett Smith has no hair. So don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming why Jada Pinkett Smith has no hair. Just because she bald don't mean that she shaved her head.
Touche.
Hello, Johnny B. Sakuth. Hello. Ugh. Adjust for you in real time. Tono. Lanza. Hello.
I mean, this shit makes me want to learn how to fucking decorate cakes, Auntie.
I want to learn how to make cake. Decorate
Well, like,
cake.
literally.
There's that back. All right, I'll be right back.
Ooh. Oh, snap. Sorry, guys. I can't see the chat.
What, now you want to go out? Now you want to go out? Come on. Go.
back.
All right. Hello, Mama. I'm back. Phone call. My best friend was so depressed today. Well, just refreshed. I'm happy for them. How's my queen today? Elizabeth Joseph wants to know how his queen is today.
I'm good.
And if you want to see chat on the StreamYards,
Yep.
on the right-hand side, see where it says comments?
Nope. I'm on my cell phone.
Oh, you may not be able to see it on your cell phone. All right. So, Joseph, Elizabeth knows where there's baby kitties. You want a kitty, Joe?
Yep. I do.
You want to see her new kitty, Joe?
My kitten's so cute.
She is so cute.
Let me go get her.
Look at Joe. Look at the little babies. Isn't she cute? Hold on. Look at. Look at the little babies. Oh, Corbin has Angela. She did. Probably be different if social media was around. These days, everything is like TMZ. Yeah, Ray, I think I agree with you. And I think part of the reason people are making a big deal about it is because they denied it for so long when people were saying they were together. And like he just proposed to his other girlfriend last year. We can't really see it. There's not enough light, Elizabeth. There's not enough light.
Hold on.
I'm like in the corner of my living room.
Look at the little babies. She's so freaking cute. Look at her. Look at her. She's so cute. She's so cute.
She's so little. She's like, fuck, you woke me up for this shit.
She's like, you woke me up for this crazy ass bitch? Really? She's like, all right, put me down. Put me down.
She ain't leaving. She's not allowed to leave me. Kinsley's pissed off. Go to fucking bed, you little shit.
Aww. Oh, and she's got big paws, Joe. Elizabeth, look. That's Joseph's aunt kitten. She just
my
got a kitten
goodness.
today. Look at her big paws.
She has huge paws. Go away. She's gonna become my little parakeet that likes to sit in my hood.
Yeah, Ray. She was married, but I believe it was her and her husband had been legally separated for a while. I believe he was very abusive, and it had nothing to do with Guerrera. But they got officially divorced, I think, the middle of last year. And people were saying that, and I think that's what started the rumor, was as soon as she officially announced that she was single, Sammy Guerrero, like the following week, said that he broke up with his fiance. But then when people were saying that they thought they were a couple, they both kept denying it on social media. Look at the baby. Thomas, did you see your new little girl? Did you see your new little girl?
She's trying to run. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Don't do it. I was looking all over my whole upstairs for her. She was on my pajamas that were behind my bathroom door, sleeping. Duncan, don't leave her
I
alone.
know Jimmy was laughing. Was it Saturday night? He went in the bathroom and Thomas was just laying on the side of the bathtub. And Jimmy was like, this is the third time I've been in here and he's been in the same spot. I have no idea why he's just laying there.
Gentle.
Oh.
Easy. She's not a toy. There's nothing to get excited about. Like, I still love you too. Alaska all the way up on my couch. Like, bro. Just leave her alone. No, you be easy. Already did not like
Tell her, Duncan. I just want to love as her.
She's like, yeah, Odie's like, no, that's my baby.
Well, and that, like, did I tell you about when Travis's cat got in here?
No.
Uncle Jimmy opened that hallway door to put something out, a package, I think, that they put on our doorstep instead of Travis's. And apparently Travis's cat must have been right there because him and Thomas used to play under the door.
Oh, shit.
And so I'm sitting here one night on a stream and I hear this ruckus and I'm like, what the hell? And it was when my computer used to face my bedroom windows. So I looked out in my living room and I see Thomas and this cat in a ball of fur. Like, I still don't know if they weren't being loud. So I don't know if they were play fighting or really, I think they were like fighting.
Probably
But,
could have been just play
so I'm
fighting.
like, fuck. So I threw my headphones down. I went and got Uncle Jimmy and fucking there's Tilly looming over. I'm like, Jimmy, the last thing we need is for Tilly to eat the fucking cat because it's fucking with Thomas. You know she's going to try and protect fucking Thomas.
I swear. Well, and that's the thing is like Odie, Duncan wants to play with her, but Odie's like mothering over her.
Right.
So it's like he's over there just trying to fucking be all up in her business and sniff her and like getting all excited, and she's barks at him.
Yeah. And that was one of the reasons why when we got Thomas, we got him as a kitten because we kind of figured Tilly would do the same thing. We didn't know how she would take to an adult cat, but we were like, if we get a kitten, all she's going to see is a baby. And and that's exactly what happened.
Well, that's how I did it with Kitty. I got her, I think I got her maybe a week or two older than this one. But yeah. Oh yeah, you tell him.
Oh, she get mad, huh?
He's yeah. I'm right here. This is not a chew toy. Well, I think Duncan's more just.
He's just curious.
Yeah, his face. He did.
Duncan, tell her, but I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby.
So
Tell
at
her,
first he
Duncan.
didn't know. He didn't know what to think. Like she started walking towards him, and he started backing up. Like what the fuck?
That's how Tilly was. Like my favorite story is the night that we got Thomas. We opened the door to the carrier and let him decide when he wanted to come out.
Yeah.
And he batted Tilly in the nose when
Odie.
she put her nose in the carrier. So she walked away. She came in the bedroom. Me and Uncle Jimmy are in the living room. And finally, Thomas started venturing. And we saw him come into the bedroom. Not 2 seconds later, Tilly came out of the bedroom, ears down, tail between her legs, and looked up at Uncle Jimmy, looked at me. And Uncle Jimmy was like, please don't tell me. You're a fucking pit bull. Did you really just let a fucking kitten chase you out of your bed?
Yep.
And Uncle Jimmy got up, and sure enough, Thomas was on the bed. Tilly left the bed because Thomas wanted to get on the bed.
That's fucking sad. Yes, Duncan. I still love you. Don't worry. You're being a good boy. Don't worry. Like, yes, I still love you.
Right, and there's actually been a lot of affairs that have started like that. I was just gonna say Triple H, Stephanie, Kurt and Karen Angle with Jeff Jarrett.
So both of these dogs are like watching it. I haven't figured out a name for her yet. I'm like, do I want to name her before Sean gets home, or do I at least be nice enough and let him name her since I know he ain't gonna want her? Oh, easy, Duncan. I can't see Odie's face and yours at the same time. Hey, no. Yeah, I fucking love you. Don't worry, I fucking love you. I fucking love you. I fucking love you too.
Look at her. She's so little, sitting on the back of the couch.
She is only 7 weeks old. She's so tiny. She probably could have stayed with mommy an extra week, but she's already eating dry food and everything.
Nice.
You're getting in my face.
What does Kitty think of her?
She's more afraid of her. So I had them both, Kitty wanted to get fed last night, like after we had gotten home or whatever, and so Kitty's food dish is in the bathroom downstairs on the vanity.
Yeah.
And I brought the kitten over to her, and she's just like, her eyes were like bright, like fucking huge, like what the fuck are you doing, Mom?
That's funny.
And she hopped off the counter when I put the kitten on the counter because she just was like startled, like this little fucking thing's like walking at me, so she like backed up and like went off the counter. And then I put the kitten down on the ground, and yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's gonna take a little bit of warming up. Like she didn't attack the kitten at all. She hissed at her a few times.
Yeah, which is normal.
Stayed away from her. Yeah, she just stayed away from her. She's like, "What the fuck is this thing?" Like,
right?
The hell, Mom.
And yeah, Joseph, I think so. I think everyone's going to be on SmackDown too, because they're calling SmackDown the road to Mania too. Two-man power trip.
Kinsley's fucking pissed.
Who is?
Kinsley.
Oh.
I went upstairs just looking for the kitten. She heard me walk in my bedroom because that's originally where the kitten has been, like almost all day with Kitty. And yeah, she's over there. She opened up her door. I'm like, yeah, no, you go back to bed. You get your ass in bed. And I closed her door. And now she's up there crying. But like, we're gonna have to leave in a few hours, or a couple hours, few hours, whatever it might be, to go get Sean. So, bitch, you better go to sleep. Odie, get. Let her be.
Oh, that's cool, Joe. A new video.
This fucking kitten has like no fear of fucking. Now. You hear this?
Is that her saying Duncan?
No, she's saying, Mommy.
Oh, I thought she was saying kid.
Mommy.
Kinsley.
What do you fucking want? You want more milk? Okay, you climb in bed, Mama. Go get you more. Go ahead. Mama, go get you more. Okay?
Hi, Kinsley.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
time to go to bed. Mama, go get you more. Yeah, Odie's downstairs. Honey. Fucking get with it. Alright, Mama's gonna go get you more, okay? I'll be right back. Climb in bed.
I was gonna say I saw I read an interview he did. He also had a defibrillator put in because of that cardiac issue. He had CHF. And he said that he just decided that it wouldn't be a good idea if he was in the ring on live TV and got shocked, which is true. Yep. I mean, and really, he's only retiring from in-ring activity. So it's not like we're not going to see him anymore. Yep. That he was, Ray. And he was also in... what the hell was the one where he was the chaperone? Where he was chaperoning his daughter's field trip? Yeah, Joe. He did. Between tonight and tomorrow, I'm going to work on a video.
I just lied to her so bad.
Why?
Duncan. Dude, are you fucking for real? Go to your crate. Go.
What'd he do?
Fucking keeps eating out of the fucking cat box. Like, stupid fuck. Like, yeah, you lick your snout, you fucking turd.
Shandog. Elizabeth Shandog said hi.
Hi, Shandog. Sorry, I'm going on my rant about my stupid dog. He's stupid.
Here comes RK Bro.
Fucking
So it's RK Bro versus the Usos. I can't believe this is going to probably be one of the best matches of the night. This hasn't really been that spectacular of a Raw. Joseph, especially for the star-studded event they said it was going to be. Star-studded. DX was my favorite stable wrestling forever. Mine too, Ray. They're not twins since day one. Yeah, my girl says SmackDown is the B show. Or not no more, Joe. I'm gonna just start being. If it doesn't change, I'm just gonna start doing videos and fuck the live stream watch buddies. Fuck it. Go home show, not quite good. Not quite sometime.
Who? Huh?
That's what they're calling it. Tonight's Raw and Friday SmackDown is the go home show because WrestleMania is this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like they went home and got locked out of the house.
I'm shitting my pants.
Don't worry, Elizabeth. If you know, just
You know when your parents are disappointed in you, and then you feel that big world of like hurt and guilt.
yes.
Yeah, well, when he gives me that face,
Well, see what his reaction is, and then say, "I got it from my aunt." I'm just.
I don't want to see his reaction because I know the reaction. No, I'll tell him. Worst case scenario, if I really can't keep him, see. The problem is I can't lie. I can't fucking lie. Like I wish I could lie, but I can't lie to anybody I love. Like what the fuck? I'm gonna do like a little tiny one. I'm just gonna say that Logan saw the picture of the kitten and I said no, and he got all upset and wouldn't talk to me because I told him no, and then he said that he hated me, so then I had to get it. And then I said, "Oh, Daddy would just say yes to Logan."
And Wrestling Forever is trying to help you. It's not a lie if you really believe it.
The problem is I just can't. I wish I could believe myself. I really do. But I think it's the fact of knowing that I know I don't believe myself because I know it's not completely true. It was funny. We were in the car on the way home with the kitten, and my sister-in-law's son was like, "Oh, can I pet the kitten? Blah, blah, blah," or whatever. He said something, and I'm like, "Yeah, after, blah, 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 whatever." And then I was like, "Yeah, if anyone asks, we found the kitten outside." And he goes, "Wait, really?" You were fucking just with what? Where were you? Like, so yeah, I was like, well, if he believes it, I can make Sean believe it, right? I'm just gonna blame Logan. Logan gets away with murder. It's all Logan's fault. He said he hated me. Logan's like obsessed with it. All he's been talking about, oh, my baby kitten, my baby kitty, my baby kitten, all day. Mama, where's my baby kitten? Mama, where's my baby? So, you know what? Sean wants to be an asshole. He can look at that face. He can look at that face and say the cat has to go.
Joseph loves you, Elizabeth.
I love you too, Joseph. Oh, come on. Leave Kitty, the cat, alone. I don't fucking have a name for it yet. She's bad, Auntie. I have a guilty. Can you tell I already have a guilty conscience? So bad. It's so stupid. Why did I get this part of the shit team?
It happens. You gotta take the good with the bad, Elizabeth. You gotta take the good with the bad.
I don't have very many fucking good ones going. Fuck.
That's because our family doesn't have many good ones.
No.
But the ones that we do have are really good.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. No matter what, I'm either going to die of cancer. I don't think I could become a diabetic, but, you know, probably definitely going to die of cancer, though. Probably on the high priority list of what will happen for when I die.
Yeah, from the day you were born, you were bound to be toothless.
Yep.
It's just part of... You're probably bound to have bad bones.
Cancer.
Bad bones. That runs in the family.
I could become an alcoholic. That sounds pretty fucking nice.
Lisa's giving you hugs.
Lisa, make it all go away. Yeah, I think the people that we got the kitten from, if I'm correct, they have 5 more 3-week-old kittens right now. Obviously, they'll leave in a few weeks, but yeah. Jim, I can do it to Uncle. Like, I don't feel bad when I do it to Uncle, though. Like, I don't feel bad at all. I'm just like, fuck you. But then I have to look at my husband, and I'm like, fuck. Uncle Jimmy, even with the dog, once upon a time, like, I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel bad. I was like, he'll get over it. He loves me. I know Sean loves me, but he'll make me feel like a real big asshole. Uncle Jimmy won't do that.
Oh, great. I'm not going to be able to fucking breathe now, Liz.
Oh. Just gonna...
Hidden, I know. We do. We talk too much. The Usos are beating up Riddle. Raw really hasn't been that great tonight, Hidden. That's why we're kind of talking more about everything else and less about the wrestling. I think we've had like 4 matches.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, it's been all like fucking talk.
The fuck?
Like we had fucking Miz against Rey Mysterio. We had the 8-woman tag.
Oh, shit.
We have this tag match.
Damn.
And
that's it?
I think that's it.
What the
Lisa's
fuck?
getting in the shower. Because it's all fucking hyping the storylines for WrestleMania. Yeah, Ray. Andre the Giant Battle Royal is not going to be on SmackDown. So that's probably going to be like the last 45 minutes of SmackDown. I know I took a bath today.
I took a shower.
I showered after my bath, but I just took the bath because my muscles have been really sore this weekend. Like just achy. And sometimes it happens after chemo.
Yeah.
But usually by Sunday it goes away. And then when they were still sore today, I was like, maybe I'll take a bath, see if that helps. Just soak.
Yeah, no.
And then as I was sitting there, I'm going, you know how your mind starts thinking? I was like, a bathtub with heat plates underneath so it keeps the water hot for hours.
That would be nice. You're kidding me?
I'm sitting in the bathtub thinking that. I'm like, that would be so nice. Like the heated floor plates they put under bathroom floors to keep the to warm up the floor. That would be fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. I need those for my fucking kitchen. One half of my kitchen. My half of my kitchen used to be a garage. So the floor, I don't know how they insulate it, but it fucking sucks. So my floor gets wicked cold.
It's probably got cement underneath it. Like under Jimmy's room.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was a fully functioning garage because it was attached to the house. But they just, which I would have probably, honestly, I would have done the same thing that they did. But I just fucking, the floor's just so cold on that half.
Yeah. I know. That's what I hated when we first got the house in Nashua because I had that ceramic tile. And that was always so cold. Always cold.
Well, like, it wouldn't be so bad, but like it's hardwood floor. Hardwood fucking floor. That shit is cold as fuck. Yeah. Even a ceramic floor is fucking cold as shit. But the only rooms that I have tile in is the bathrooms. Everywhere else is all hardwood.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking cold on that half of the fucking house.
It can be cold, yeah.
It's so cold. Like I hate going out there. I literally avoid like anywhere past my refrigerator if I don't have socks on and it's late at night.
That's like my kitchen, the half where the stove is.
Mm-hmm.
That part of the floor is always freezing cold, especially like early morning, late night. Yep. I can hate going over there without socks on.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's how it is here. I fucking cleaned my whole house today. I literally did a lot of ass kissing. So he better love me and hate me all at the same time. I put away all of his laundry. The house is sparkling, smells super clean and pretty. I even cleaned the ceiling fans today.
Nice. That was the best thing when I used to go to the chiropractor, Joe, because he would have massage students that were doing internships. And as long as you were willing to get the massage or whatever they were studying, you got a free massage.
I should do that.
So I would have him do my back, and then I would get the massage afterwards. So nice.
I freaking wish.
Yeah, and that was the only thing. They were like, as long as you're willing to, like, whether it's deep tissue, like whatever it is they're studying at that point, that was the only massage they could do. But there was no cost if you wanted to do that.
Hell yeah.
I was like, right, I don't care what kind of massage you're going to give me.
My top of my like shoulders connected like where my neck is. Oh, it's still a little sore.
Joseph, she brought home that little kitten. That's what she did wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, my
husband specifically told her no more kittens. And he's due home in a couple of hours. So now she's eating herself alive, fucking thinking about what is going to happen when he gets home.
He's going to be so pissed at me. Listen, I'll forfeit another dog. for a kitten. Because I don't want to pick up any more dog shit. That's already having 2 dogs is a lot of dog shit. He wants to get
It
another
is a
dog.
lot of dog shit.
Well, like, he wants to get another dog, which I'm all for, like, but not for nothing. I'd rather clean out a cat box than fucking pick up a bunch of piles of dog shit. That would literally, like, cover my whole backyard. That's, like... So, like, how do you go wrong with the fucking cat? Like, I get, like, the allergy aspect of it, but, like, they make medicine. And motherfucker ain't home 95% of the time. Odie?
Yeah, Ray, me too. I was mad about him losing the streak, but I know he also didn't want to retire with it either.
Buttercream and chocolate.
Yeah, that's what makes me like doing the old school wrestling videos, because I obviously watch it while I'm recording it. And it was always more interesting back then.
Odie? Odie. Come. Come.
Oh, maybe you into the ring.
Stay.
Oh. Hi, puppies. Oh, Joseph, he's coming to...
Auntie, are you muted? I think you are. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Hi.
I'm like, what the fuck is she saying? Is she still talking?
That's
I
weird.
hate being on my phone.
It only mutes when I hit the mic.
That's weird.
It was funny because you were like, "Are you muted?" And I'm like, "No." Just as I was saying no, my mic got the line through it. And I'm like, "Oh, now I am."
Yep.
Thomas, Joe, that was a little bit of a Thomas raid. A little bit. He came up on the arm just so you could see a little bit of his head. Yeah, the Street Profits got involved. DQ. I mean, come on. Oh, yeah. And then there was the stupid Omos match. That's the one I forgot, Elizabeth. The fucking 2-on-1 Omos match. 2-on-1 handicap match that ended in a countout.
What?
How the fuck do you end a 2-on-1 handicap match in a fucking countout?
Right? What the fuck?
Seriously?
What the fuck?
Joseph. Hashtag small Thomas raid. Yeah, so now the Street Profits caused disqualification. This better not happen this weekend. I won't be happy. I won't be a happy Peach, Nora said. That's right, Nora. It better not happen this weekend. Anyone has predictions for this weekend? All I hope is that we can all predict that it'll be good.
She's so stinking cute. She just like hauled ass across the living room floor.
Doris wins the main event?
I wish I could
Right.
turn my camera around.
It's Saturday, Ray. NXT event is early Saturday afternoon. One more time. Oh yeah, Wrestle Forever. When Austin hits, it's definitely gonna blow the roof off the place. Street Profits just got taken out by RKO's. It's in Dallas. I forget the name of the stadium. It's the new stadium in Dallas. Probably, Ray. That will probably be one of the better matches. The Cowboy Stadium. No. All right. So it is that time. It is time for the malarkey. Oh, there is Jet Wash's Lake. He should be starting out soon. He usually goes around live right at 11. And when I end this, I will be going over there. We'll be covering some wrestling news and more malarkeys. So, well, Joseph, then I guess you're going to riot. Because
I'll go.
we're going to go.
For himself.
But I will see you all over at Jet Washers. If not, I will see you Wednesday for AEW. Yes, Anomaly, that's where we're headed now. I just put Jet Washers link in the chat. So yeah, we'll be covering some wrestling news and some other malarkey. And we will see you in Nora's tomorrow. Jimmy's tomorrow, here Wednesday. And yeah. Mwah. Love you all. Elizabeth, thank you.
Love you.
And I will see you at Jet Washers. Love you. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming. Love you. Good night.